Working, twerking, that's working. Fantastic. I'm twerking, apparently. Okay. So, here's the deal. First, there's a good chance I might have to like walk away from stream for a second. I might get a phone call that I have to take. We'll see what happens with that. And I guess until I get that phone call, let's say it doesn't happen today. Well, probably won't do a morning stream tomorrow, but let's say it's Friday or something, you know, and I haven't gotten it or there's no update. I might have to take that. Just letting y'all know, you know. Anyway, uh, apparently my neighbors are digging through a bunch of bottles. I don't know what the hell it's like, glass bottles. I guess maybe from alcoholism. I don't know. Anyway, looking at this, I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. But I do want to make a background, and I do have some ideas here. Whether or not they're good, I don't know. Um, but we're gonna do our best with it and see how things go from there. Um, it will mark our first time doing like a backgroundy type deal. So whether or not this works remains to be seen. But I guess we'll see where we're at and how it goes and keep going from there. Um, I'm gonna continue drawing these like I guess shading lines. See how they go. I feel like I'm ruining it, but what else am I supposed to do? Um at least it's my oh no. Hello? Wait, we're on the right thing. Hello? I don't understand why it's not working. Okay. I'm gonna flip that and then like flip it back on real quick. Okay. Hopefully that solves it. Were we at 50% on this? I don't recall. This doesn't feel right, does it? Why doesn't this feel the same as last night? If I click, doesn't open it, so it's not affecting this PC still. Why? If I go full screen. By the way, I'm sorry, I forgot to go full screen. Why won't this work? How did I just press this with my thumb? That shouldn't have been possible. This isn't a touch screen. This is pen only. I don't understand why this isn't working. We're gonna unplug it. Maybe that'll do it. This is very weird. I don't think I've ever had this happen before. What do I do? Select, no. Edit, Control Z is still edit. Hold on. I'm gonna just draw that real quick. If I use this keyboard. So that keyboard, so it's this keyboard is the problem. Hold on. What's not working here? Is it Z? Z works, so it's Control. No, Control works. So why won't this work over there? I'm losing my shit, dude. Hold on. If I just straight up not working. This is not ideal. I am not mistaken. Where is it? Oh man, it's gonna be a bitch. Alright, that should. Oh, enjoy. That should hopefully solve it. Did not solve it. Wait, controls working? Okay, it's working now. Sorry. So now I should be able to just... Yeah. Okay. Jesus. Oh, fuck. Ow. Okay. Doesn't look right to me. Sorry, we just spent fucking 10 minutes trying to figure that the fuck out. Not really what I wanted to do either. I feel like I had so much I wanted to do and I've like completely lost it because of that. I feel like this tit's way too big. I don't know how to put it. I don't know how else to put it. Apparently my neighbors are now using some sort of air compressor. They got some weird shit going on over there. It's kind of strange. Like they seem to have like a massive collection of bottles they've never taken in to like recycle. And then they have like power tools and like an air compressor, but like I don't think they actually like do anything with them. It's very weird. Like I don't know what they're doing. All I can think is they're fucking like dismantling and dismembering bodies or something. Like I genuinely don't feel like they're doing anything. 'Cause they never have like woodworking projects about, right? They never buy lumber. They never seem to do anything other than apparently occasionally use their power tools. But but why? You know? There doesn't seem to be a reason when they do it. Why my back hurting? What am I doing, man? What am I doing? Too large? Perhaps not even in charge. Try and get rid of the, like, lines of it. Alright. I might regret this. Okay. Bro, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Okay. Let's switch to deets again. Did I not switch to this? I did. Did I just draw this on the wrong layer? Is it? No, it's showing now. God, she kind of looking goofy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, little one. Okay. What did I do to her, man? Bro, I am not liking these eyebrows. They're somehow too dark and not dark enough. I don't know how to put it. Man, looking goofy as fuck, man. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Do 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 do. Mm-hmm. Do 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 do. Mm-hmm. Was my phone going off? I didn't miss a phone call, did I? Oh my god, it's in demand. Fuck you. What? Don't you hate when you like put your phone down and then suddenly another fucking thing comes up? Like, bro, what are you doing? Sometimes I feel like I'm not doing, I mean, I'm usually not actually doing anything, but sometimes I feel like I'm really just not doing anything. Okay. Now we're gonna try and do that. I know this is kind of like shading again, but it's like a different level of shading. It's like a detailed type of shading, whereas the other one's like a base shading. I should have this on a separate layer though, to be fair. Do a quick little hit them with it, maybe. Okay. Really get in here. Okay. All right. And then let's try and solve the problem here, because this one feels really, really flat to me. God, I really fucked up her hair, didn't I? It looks so bad. Bro, this looks so stupid. What am I doing? Fuck, I don't know how to fix this. What if I just go with that for now? Let's go to lighten. Feel like she looks very dead inside, and I don't know how to fix that. Maybe go to, like, details and, like, I don't know. I think it's one of these is like the skin thing, right? So maybe actually I think it's that. No, that's her hair. I think it's this. So go to deep. All right, we're here. And maybe like give her some effectively some blush. It's like too merged with below, isn't it? Okay. Feel like the eyebrow, like I feel like the face is too long, right? Oh shit. There's nothing I can do about this at this point. Oh, wait. Okay. That might have been... No, we were on a different tool. Never mind. I was going to say it might have been because I was on a different setting. I was on like 50% or something. But no, it's not. Because I was on a different thing and it should have been on normal opacity for that. Okay. Okay. We're gonna save this. I feel like there's so much more detail to add, but I just don't know how. So, what I'm gonna do, temporarily hide that for, well, hold on. Let's grab that. Okay. Grab this. We're gonna call this BG art. We're just gonna do a little test here. So, I should probably do this on a different layer, but I feel like I'm gonna be, or on a different, like, page entirely. But I feel like I'm just gonna completely fuck up the stuff. Also, I'm seeing this arm looks really flat, and I need to figure it. Maybe, like, something for the... hold on. Actually, before I move on, before I do this, 48, black, and we are at 8 still. Okay. Hmm. I don't know, man. It's something. Okay. Opacity 100%. So, let's try... Swear to God. Okay. Let's try something here. What I would like, and I don't think I can do, what I'd like to maybe do... Fuck, I might actually end up using, like, the tool, like the rectangle tool or something. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. There's no shot. I can't do it. Look, we've come this far without really cheating. I think we can cheat for this. Why does that show up through? That's fine. Ooh, hold on. Trying to think of how the best way to do this. Um, so we take, hold on, let's take, okay, first off, do that in here. Okay. Let's take one of our colors. Okay, that didn't work. Okay. What am I selected on here? Okay. What's the opacity? Opacity is not 100%. You know what though? Hold on. I actually kind of like that, not at 100%. So now let's do this and let's take the gold that I was stealing, that I faked. So let's look into. Okay, so that's like that. What I want though is a spiral. All right, that's not really working. Reverse spiral. Okay, there we go. All right, that really gives her the old eye jaundice. Now I am thinking after that display though. Ooh, wait, what was that? Okay. And then the other one, that corner. I kind of like that. Hold on. So how can I make it so that this doesn't show on anything else? Is that something I can do? So if I just do normal again, will it show back up? Okay, so it shows back up. So how can I get this one to not interact effectively? That's what I want. How the fuck do I do this? Hmm. Layer style, maybe? All right. I think I'm gonna have to look this up. Give me a second. I'm sorry. This isn't even quite what I want, but this is a close idea. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and make it look like a card. I don't know if I can do it though, is the thing. Okay, hold on, let me. Okay. not show through layer, maybe? Increase the layer's opacity to 100%. Separate lower layer. So I would have to increase all of the other layers' opacity to 100%, I guess. But then we're gonna lose like our shading and whatnot. What if I changed this layer's opacity? I feel like you can still see it through it, right? Yeah, you can. Hmm. Okay. So I need... So let's leave this for a second. So let's add a layer. Oh, this is gonna be a huge problem. So this needs to be, I think, a transparency layer? Is that a thing? How do I make that? I don't know if that's an option. Fuck. Okay, well, here's what I'm gonna try to do, I guess. Oh, this might be like the stupidest possible way to do this. I think it's the only way to do it, though. It's gotta be a better way. Wait. Hold on, let's just delete this. I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. Line art. Select. Okay. Then go down here, create a new layer. Come on. So for this, we have the line art selected by select, invert selection. It's not going to be perfect, but this is going to be probably the fastest way to do this. Shoot. Okay. So that's a white background. How does it look with a black background? Really weird. Okay, so white is the way it is. Okay. Okay. So now, what I need to do is go up, Lart, select, get in here, go down. This is our savior, dude. This is our fucking savior. can't believe this fucking works, dude. Oh my god. This is probably the dumbest, most fucking jank way to do this, but uh, this is all I could think of. I'm sorry. This is all I can think of. I can't believe this is fucking working, bro. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Oh no. There we go. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Oh god. This might be the most layers I've ever had. It's a little too busy. I don't know about the background colors I ended up with here. Ugh. I feel like I've done nothing today, but like it's harder than what I did last night. Here's the thing. I feel like these colors don't work because they're not used anywhere in the picture, but because of that, it's good. But they don't work. Do I need like hold on, hold on, hold on. I think it's the white. I think it's the white. I think what I need is select select invert. Let's do this. Let's pick a color. No, not black. We'll take maybe the grayer one. Let's just see what happens. Okay, not that. Um, Maybe take the darker thing here. I feel like it's just too bright back there is the problem. Hmm. If I change this layer's transparency, does that do anything for me? Okay. Oh man. I have to go to this layer. And no, 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 no. I need to take this, do that. I feel like it turned blue here and it's kind of freaking me the fuck out. I'm gonna have to go around the whole thing to make this feel less flat, aren't I? Why did I do this to myself? I actually thought I might finish this morning, but I'm not so sure. Come on, let's zoom in a little bit. Okay. Why do I do these things to myself? Like, something's got to be wrong, right? I don't know how to turn this into... Basically, I kind of wanted to turn it into like a card, but I don't know how to do that. So I might just leave it at this. Okay. I'm gonna leave most of this. I feel like this actually kind of looks cool. I actually might even add some of it. It feels like she's kind of popping out of the background. I like that. I don't know if it makes sense, but I like it, so I'm probably gonna leave it. I don't know how else to explain it. Okay. Okay. What the fuck am I doing? What am I doing, man? Why am I doing this to myself? Real. Okay. I know it doesn't make sense with the shadows being on the bottom, but I feel like it makes some sense if you think about it. I don't know how to explain it. I'm thinking maybe I do like a little bit of shading here on this side, but like out of it. Do you know what I mean? Should have given this its own layer. Sorry, I wasn't thinking clearly. We'll know better if we ever do this again, which we probably fucking won't, if we're being honest. Okay. Hmm. I feel like I need to do something to make it feel like it's coming out, but I don't know what that is. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Sorry. I feel like right here is, I don't know, something about right here is really jarring to me. I don't know what it is or how to change it, but it just feels like extremely fucking jarring. I think it's like too close to the colors around it when it should be significantly darker. That's all I can think. But then, like, I feel like the rest of this is gonna be too dark. I feel like there's still so much wrong and that needs to be done to it, but I feel like I'm at like I've hit like a wall where I don't know what I should or can do here. Hmm. I don't know how to explain it. This is supposed to be the shadow of the staff, but or sorry, her rod, by the way. We'll just add this to a random detail layer. It'll be fine. Who's gonna know? Fuck, we're at 100% opacity and we're meant to be at like fucking 50%. I feel like I'm looking at this and it's like I think this is the best I can do, but like in saying that, I feel like I'm gonna look at this in like 3 months and be like, bro, what in the fuck was I doing? Like, I was not cooking. I don't know how to explain it. I just don't feel like this is good, especially like the hair and like this. It's just like not right. Come on down, fillers. She looks so fucking goofy. I'm sorry. Sorry I did this to you, young lady. If I do like a detail layer, there we go. I don't know how to explain the fact that I just don't feel like I'm doing good work here. I know it's probably the best I've ever done, but like it's just not, it doesn't feel good enough. Like I want to do better. But I feel like I'm just drawing lines to draw lines right now. Chork pops, dude. Come on, man. Damn it, I keep selecting the wrong one. I feel like this should be darker here than it is. Am I tripping? Probably. Damn that. Yeah, right titty too big. She done fucked up. She done look fucked up. I'm sorry. I messed her up. Hmm. Something along these lines, maybe. There it is, slime. Can't really do white on a white background now, can I? I could do black on a white background. Does this make sense? No. But I don't care. It is what it is. Shrinko Dicko. Damn. Can't see a goddamn thing through that. Let's maybe do something like this. I don't like it. I don't know how to explain how much I don't like this, but I just don't like it. I feel like it just needs so much goddamn work. I just don't know how to do that work, I guess. Okay. Let me look up a couple of different things and see if I want to try this. So here's the idea. This was the original idea. I turned it into like a Yu-Gi-Oh or like a Pokemon slash, Magic the Gathering type of card, right? And it was gonna say like she was gonna be like popping out of the background onto the card, and it was just gonna be like Saruei Circus at the top, like left, like traditional card style. I just don't feel like I can really make that look good, cause like I know new Pokemon cards. I don't really like. All right, I don't know new Pokemon cards. I know they exist, and I know that they have like a lot of full page like drawing ones now. But when I think of one, I think of like blue, you know, and I just don't think that that's gonna work with this. So like having it be a Pokemon card doesn't really make sense. Um, I think of like blue and like a yellow outline, and I guess it depends on like the type for like the face, but I don't know. Like for some reason that what comes to mind is blue and yellow, and then red and white for like their cards. I just don't know that this will work really well, but I guess if I like theme it as maybe like a brown, but then like maybe I should go Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Because Yu-Gi-Oh is already like that. Um, I think like all of their cards are, like their monster cards more or less are like a tannish brownish or like a reddish brown. Um, and that might be better. But I don't know Magic, but like I obviously I can just look up a Magic the Gathering cards. This might be my best option, but then like I don't know, it kind of just looks fine as it is. I feel like if I add the card strat, I'm just gonna be unhappy with it because I'm already unhappy with it. I guess Magic is closer to Pokemon in that they're just like color dependent on whether or not they want it to be that color. Okay. I don't know. Do I try to make like a card background for this? Okay. I probably should have started with like a template if this was going to be the path. So what I need is another BG art layer. Oh boy. BG card. Okay. We're going to do the same strat as before, I guess. Let's, I guess, just start. If I just start like way up there. No. Hold on. How can I get this like exactly perfect? Do you know what I mean? Like I want it to be perfectly symmetrical. Would I be able to do that with this? Hold on. What's the pixel count on this? Does it tell me? 445. Wait, what? Okay, 929931? No. Shoot. I don't know how to read the dimensions. I'm sorry. We're just gonna have to fucking eyeball it. Invert. Um. Now what do I do? Uh. Why do I keep doing things? Somebody fucking stop me. Oh wait, was it? It was right. Um. Hmm. What if I change it to that? Okay, I kind of like that better. But is it better? Just because I like it better doesn't make it better. Definitely not that. Visually, this is probably the most cohesive. Personally, I think this is the best because it really shows the ears and the like white here. I feel like it really makes it pop. I feel like the gold kind of melds here a little bit. It's not like unreadable. And this feels the most like a card. But I think visually, for me, this is right. If you have a better idea, it's probably too late, but let me know. Um, okay, here we go. Zoom in. I don't like the way I just did that. We'll go for it. We'll go for it for now. I just want to see how bad that is. Is that even legible? No. So I'm gonna have to go thicker. So let's maybe thicken the brush to start. Okay. Fuck. Fuck, you can't even tell where that's over. Fuck it. Yeah, alright, it's fine. I think this is it. I just need to work on my fucking handwriting. Oh my god. No, I gotta do fucking calligraphy, man. No. No. Say it ain't so, bro. Fuck. Alright, hold on. Let me see exactly what she calls it. I keep like thinking mid thing and I just have to like know it. It is Saruei Circus, right? Okay. Alright. You can't tell what that is again. Damn it. I feel like it's merging. I'm making mistakes. Alright, let's start over. You know, technically, I don't have to run this. Would she? I don't really actually know her very well. You know, I'm like not a huge consumer of hers. You know, she's fantastic, all that, but I'm just not that guy. Would she do that? Because I don't know why. It's mostly for legibility, and I don't know what other shape to make it other than like a really thick, uh, I guess circle. The reason I'm thinking it's fine is because the buttons are hearts. So I'm like, this kind of works. Nah, I was gonna try and underline it, but I just don't think it's gonna work. Um, gonna have to do something about that. Put myself in there. Okay. What if I do something along the lines of this? Okay. All right. Let that be for now. Oh, fuck. Ooh. Oh, fuck. I don't know why there's occasionally like a wrong pixel, but whatever. We're just gonna live with it, bro. Take savior layer. I think I should be able to do this. Is this right? Oh no, I did this on that layer. Okay. That's okay. We can get rid of that then. That's why there were issues. That's okay though. Okay. I feel like the background is too Looney Tunes. So let's hide Pallet Town. So if I hide the line art, I really like it, but not with that. I don't know. I feel like I'm looking at it and it doesn't feel complete, but at the same time, I don't know what else I can do to this. Should I change it so that the pocket watch matches hers, even though I'm gonna be honest, it's really look, lady, protect the fucking crystal. Oh, I should have fucking found my pocket watch. It doesn't I mean it might run. I don't have the key for it. Um it's older than anyone alive in my family actually. I think it's from like the late 1800s. Um all right. This is old. We put this on during the shit post. This is a Waltham from 1945. This would have been a military service thing, but this one didn't see combat. This was domestic. It was like an ordnance. Actually, I guess it didn't necessarily have to be domestic. The ordnance department could have been, you know, doing their logistics abroad. But this has very old. I don't even know if it's really like acrylic, but it's like the same thing as acrylic, more or less. Like I don't know if they had. I don't know if they called it acrylic back then. It's effectively like a type of plastic, um, and it scratches really fucking easily. This is newer than a pocket watch. Now, I guess if you get a modern pocket watch, you can get one from Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet, Gégé Lecoultre. Very French of her if she did. Actually, I think Gégé Lecoultre makes this. It's Swiss. I went on a whole fucking Breguet thing. Also, it could be a Breguet. All of these companies do still occasionally make pocket watches. It's just that wrist watches are more popular, so they make more of them. I think, was it Ulysse Nardin? No, who was it? Gégé Lecoultre? I think Gégé Lecoultre might have recently, within like the last year, made like the most complicated watch ever, and it was a pocket watch or something, and it's got like so many fucking things. They just like to fuck around like that. That's what they do. And that probably has a sapphire crystal at this point, which is probably pretty fine. I mean, if you bump into something that's like a really sharp corner, it'll probably crack it. But sapphire is pretty hard, and pretty scratch resistant. But like an older pocket watch would almost certainly either be like plain old glass or like a plastic composite like this. The glass will obviously just fucking shatter, and this will scratch so easily and also shatter. Um, but yeah, I would probably personally put it so that the glass is facing my body. um, so that the hopefully you have a porcelain or enamel dial will be protected. Um, Although the porcelain will probably still crack. I think they used to make them out of porcelain. I don't know. It's very cool. The you know if you can find a surviving one. Even then, they'll probably have like little spider cracks in it. Um, yeah. What do we think? I feel like the background needs to change, but I just don't know to what or like how I'm gonna do that at this point because I might have fucked up. I think what's happening for me visually. So this is that like dark red here. So that's this, right? For some reason, it's like visually coming off as very cool and almost a blue. And I don't feel like it should. I don't know how to put it. What if I change it to black? Yeah, why does it come off so blue? And that comes off so white. I'm gonna leave that. I think that's just the best I can do. I don't know. What do we think? I feel like I really both like this and don't like it at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. Um, do another layer. If I do, what if I do the gold? Oh, but that deletes that stuff. Okay. I want that. Hold on. I'm fucking up. Here we go. Want that. So now we do that. That's not it. I think what I'm looking for is a one final layer. And I'm going to go for it real quick. One final layer of gold. Let me just show. To like inframe this red. The problem is, yeah. So if I do it here, there we go. Hold on. What if I just do this? Doesn't feel right. It's not having the same effect for me. Um, I don't like how unclean this is feeling right now. Dude, I cannot keep it straight. Not like that, though. You know what I mean? Not that there's anything wrong with that. Do 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 do. I think I might outline the Saruei's circus part in like black or something. I don't know. What do we think? I feel like maybe right here should be gold. Right there should be gold. Okay. Apparently not. Never mind. Never mind. We're good. My mistake. My mistake. I feel like you can't even tell I did that for the most part, except where I messed up. Kind of feeling like it looked better without it, huh? Mm. Up close, it definitely looked better without it, but I feel like it's going to be necessary. I don't know how to explain it. Do 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 do. So fucking mid. No. All right. Let's call this. I know it's not quite the final yet, but let's call it final for now. Okay. So what do we think? Actually might look better with that lighten, huh? It's like too extreme. I think it looks better without Lart for the most part, but I think we're gonna have to leave it. Um, I think this is as good as I'm gonna be able to get this. I obviously we missed the rows, right? We missed some of the major details. I just couldn't do them. Um, I'm just not that guy. We're still learning. But what I will say is this is the first time I've ever done a background, like for real. I know it's a very simple one, but it's the first time. It's their first time like doing this much. Like I've done like a couple of smaller things that are full body over time. So, but this is like the first one with like color, shading, like half body, a side object, another side object, right? Ears, kind of shitty hair, let's be honest. Kind of shitty brows, let's be honest. Um, right? But like I have all of these things and like it's surprisingly okay. The mouth maybe could be a bit better. I I just think it was too late by then. We're missing some of the details, but like we have some decent details. Like the perspective is kind of off for some of it, but like I feel like for me, this was hugely ambitious, and I don't know. I don't feel like I did the original. I mean, this isn't like an original. Nobody drew this. This is like a screen cap from her stream, right? But I feel like I didn't do it justice. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't look one to one, but I did my best, and I think this might be my best. It's not great. Do I fix this? Hold on. I forgot. I wanted to fix this, didn't I? Zoom right in on that tit. Nice. All right. Yeah, I think this is like currently. All right. Here's what I'm gonna say. I think this is like the best I can do at the moment. Is it perfect? No. Is it phenomenal? Definitely not. Could I have done better in a lot of places even now? Almost certainly. But what I do think is if I just keep working on this and small like adding small details, will it eventually start to look better? Probably. But I think I have more to learn as a complete novice from moving on and calling this as good as I can do for now. So like if I just move on to something new and maybe equally ambitious, I think I can take what I learned from this over to there and make that one better rather than doing like small little details stopping and like staring at the same thing where you can't even notice a difference at this point, right? I feel like it makes more sense to move on than it does to like just sit on this. The only thing I'm thinking I might do right now, looking at it, is I think I'd actually like to maybe darken this. I don't know why I feel like this is just really fucking bright. Did I forget to fucking shade this in at all? But you know what I mean? Like it's either I sit on this and I keep like slowly adding details, and yeah, this image will probably get better, hopefully. Or I move on to something else and I start, applying what I learned from this to that and hopefully come out with something better than this. Um, and maybe then I can come back to this or I can try again. And try again. That might actually be smart. Um, I think that makes more sense. So I think we call it on this one. I think I didn't do like the original model. Like it's not 100%. It's not 1 to 1. I messed up the face. I don't have the rose. I messed up the hair. Right? A lot of the shadows and like the details I don't have and I'm missing. But I think for my skill level, I did okay. You know what I mean? I feel like I could have done better, but I also feel like I could have done worse. And I'm happy that I didn't do worse, right? I I I'm happy that, you know, uh, you know, 6 months ago, not even 6 months ago. It's late April, right? So almost 5 months ago, when we like started streaming this wasn't even a question, you know? I I couldn't do this. right? It's not even a question. I could not do this. I went from like one sketch to two sketch to like one sketch and a line art to one sketch and a line art and a sketch to like slowly being able to maybe color things in. But like I don't know, 5 months ago I didn't think I'd be able to get like a full color picture out. Is it great? No. But like you can tell what I was doing. Like it's at least readable. It's not necessarily good, but it's readable. I don't know. I feel like I'm torn because I don't want to move on. I feel like I can do better, but like I don't think I can do better. So I think I'm gonna move on. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off for now. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I'm still mad nobody fucking saw this skit. It was funny. Come on. No French wife to French kiss. All right, you guys are fucking. Nobody watched it, so you can't even. It's okay. It's all right. We have our American stuff. The French stuff can go away. I'm gonna put this in my pocket and probably use it. Fucking love this knife. Um, but honestly, I'll probably maybe I'll do like either another thing for her, just because it's like familiarity. Or I don't know. I think we might do the horse project. Um, maybe like a first go at that so that we can try again. Because in about a month, I'm going to be in office, which means no more morning during the work stream or no more morning during the week streams. Um, so it'll only be on weekends, which is gonna suck. I don't know that I'll even have time to like draw during the week. Or really even on the weekend. It's just going to be like those mornings. We're going to be going from anywhere from like basically like anywhere from 6 to 18 hours depending on whether or not night stream comes into play to probably maybe 3 hours a week. Going to lose a lot of headway we got here. Um anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Have a fantastic day, night, afternoon, whatever it is for you. Uh I don't know. I'm like pseudo happy with this. I'm happy with that I was able to express the idea with like the card stuff, like that she's popping out of the card, but I don't think I did it very much justice. I think a much more skilled artist could have done it better, and someone who's better at picking colors, for example, also could have done it better. But this is what you get when you sign up to a novice stream to my dumbass. But thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Have a fantastic day, night, afternoon, whatever it is for you. I appreciate you, and hopefully I can catch you in the next one. But until then,